All right, and today we're doing a roundtable live. We're doing the post-fight results for Conor McGregor and Mayweather. On the panel today, we got B, Rob, it's me, Darius. Then we got P and Ramon. So we're gonna start with everybody's expectations. What did you guys expect of the fight? Did you expect what out was gonna go? Did you expect it to go earlier? Any difference on the winner? What did you guys expect coming into it?
My expectation was very low, but it exceeded my expectations. I thought it was a pretty good fight. I thought Floyd was going to dominate like off jump, but he had another strategy that worked out for him in the end. But I thought it was a good fight.
Okay.
I wasn't quite sure what to expect. There's a lot of talking,
Going in.
Yeah, going into the fight. But I guess I wasn't sure what to expect from Conor McGregor. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw the video footage. He didn't look good in the video footage.
When he's working out.
Yeah, he was sparring, and I'm not even talking. Yeah, I'm not even talking about the clowning. I'm just saying, just when he was actually looked like he was taking it seriously, And they showed the stuff against Paulie, but I know how that do. I know how that go too. They can chop shit up and make it look good or whatever. And they only showed bits and pieces. So, but I wasn't sure what to expect from Conor McGregor.
Yeah, I thought it was a good fight, man. I'm touching on what Robert said. I didn't know what to expect. I never really saw Conor McGregor fight before, but I gave him the first 4 rounds, and then he was in for it the first 4 rounds. Getting right, I'm like, Floyd might get knocked out. Floyd might lose.
Now, they just want to know like what you expected.
What you thought before the
fight?
Before the fight,
yeah. What did you think was gonna happen?
I didn't know what to expect. I'm like Robert, I didn't know what to expect. But overall, I thought it was a good fight, but I didn't like the stoppage.
What did you expect?
I thought Floyd would dominate off the rip, just being a master boxer and all. And I thought Conor would be a little more aggressive. I thought he was going to come forward a lot more. But I guess he felt that power.
Yeah. As far as me, I was going off of what Floyd said. He said he was going to come forward. He didn't come forward those first couple rounds. So then I kind of was like, oh boy, this might be another Pacquiao situation. But, I didn't really know. I didn't think Conor would come that aggressive either. As far as, I knew he would try it the first round because he's a bigger guy. But the fact that he kept it going for a while, I was like, okay, I didn't expect that. I
kind of felt that because in MMA, like you really only have like one speed. Like they don't really fight for that long. So I kind of figured you gotta go for it. Yeah. But as far as the stoppage, I didn't see Mayweather getting stopped. I thought Mayweather wasn't gonna throw enough. And I thought if Conor got gassed, that he would think to grab him and just hold on, and he would have made it 12. So I seen either Floyd getting a typical, 12-round decision, or Conor finding a way to end it early. I didn't see Conor winning in 12. Right.
But
so if you thought if you won, it had to be early.
Yeah, I thought if he won, it would have been in the first 6 rounds. The next topic we're gonna do is entrance. Did everybody see when they came out to the ring, or what they thought? What you guys think about the entrance?
See, I was at a very loud place, so I couldn't really hear the music. But Floyd, I didn't get the connection with the face mask. I don't know. We listened to Kodak Black. I don't know what it was.
He kind of went back to earlier in his career. I don't know what fight it was. He had done that before, though. He came out with a mask before, I believe. It was before he was pay-per-view star. You know what I mean? Yeah, before he was Money Man.
Back when he was Pretty Boy, huh?
Yeah. So, and you know how Floyd is, man. He
usually do something like a boxer. Like when he brought De La Hoya, he had the sombrero and stuff like that. So I didn't really get the connection. I was kind of lost. I didn't know what that was about.
Yeah,
and I couldn't hear the music, so I was kind of saying maybe it was Kodak Black because I know Kodak Black always wear the mask, or whatever. But I didn't hear the music, so I didn't hear the music.
Yeah, I couldn't really hear the music either, but I did definitely notice the ski mask and McGregor when he came out.
He didn't come out anything, did he?
No, not really. I don't think he did.
He didn't do
He just had his, the flag, but he looked big as hell.
Yeah, he did. He did.
He was around 170.
Yeah.
Well, he said that.
I'm with you. I'm like, dang. It was kind of simple, and that's what I put in my notes. I said, dang, his interest was pretty simple compared to other boxing matches.
Right. And it's a big event, so you think they're gonna go? You know what I'm saying?
Right. This is a very big event.
It's like he was kind of humble, Conor. Like he was so outgoing the whole build up to it.
Mm-hmm.
But when the fight, I guess he got serious, so he got focused or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You think it was too much?
The brightest of lights.
Yeah. Well,
he never on the stage that big.
No.
And
I think he mentioned that. I think he mentioned that post fight. It was like, this is just a different crowd for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But what you guys think about the entrance?
I missed it.
No,
that was my first time seeing Floyd come out like that though, with the mask on. I was like, wow. I was like, okay.
It had to mean something though. I just feel like we missed it.
You know what?
Because he usually does stuff that means something. He's so strategic.
Yeah, sometimes with him it might not. Like if you look at when he came out with Victor Ortiz, I think he had on a beaver robe with some alligator trunks, and then he had some type of fur on his. But he always just
I remember that.
he just had on some real outrageous stuff on that entrance.
Yeah. That's just money. That's just money talking.
Yeah. So the whole ski mask thing, I was like, I think he was too big for that personally. I was like, at this point in your career, you making this look like wrestling. Like you're too big of a man to be putting on ski mask right now. Like this is not. I mean,
maybe that's what it was though. Maybe he felt like maybe that was just to kind of perpetuate the whole fight, the myth of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe that he was just putting on
a show. Yeah, that makes sense.
It kind of was a build up like a WrestleMania.
He's like, I'm the executioner, I'm the killer. You know
okay, and see that maybe it was. That's the point. I mean, I didn't think about that, but I felt like I didn't want to see him in ski mask, but I mean, it's just there's no offense.
I didn't have a problem with it. I thought that was cool. You know?
He just brought boxing though. You want to put it that way.
Only boxing.
It was kind of disappointing too though, because like you said. Most of the time he come out, he had sombreros on.
Something.
But he knew not to do anything to that flag, so.
He just came out with to the bagpipes.
Something, yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But then again, that's not exclusively Irish. That could have been Scottish too.
Yeah.
Oh, we would have got it. We
got one of these for them too, man. I would say come on, man. Yeah. USA.
I noticed after McGregor entered the ring, while he was in the ring, they started playing More Money, More Problems by Big, the song.
Oh, for real?
Right. And then as Floyd was walking down with the mask on, it was a different song came on. Like, it was like a slower, different song as he was walking to the ring. Yeah. I wasn't familiar with that song after they changed it from More Money, More Problems. Because More Money, More Problems wasn't for McGregor. McGregor came down.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it was when McGregor, right.
Too, yeah.
But once he was in the ring, a few minutes after that, they started playing More Money, More Problems. I'm like, oh, Floyd coming out now. They play More Money, More Problems. But as Floyd was walking, they switched it to a different song.
Yeah.
He didn't come out he was come out with Bieber or Wayne or
nobody. Yeah.
Just his mask on.
But I think he tried to play it off as the I guess quieter, more relaxed, humble Floyd. I think he's trying to get into that role for once in his life.
He couldn't. From what I see, you can't really out-talk Conor McGregor anyway.
Right. Nah, yeah, I guess he kind of learned that on the press conference. Like, I'll be the good guy. No one's gonna be the good guy. I'll be the good guy. So I think he kind of went for that. But next, the crowd reaction. What did you guys think about how the crowd was reacting to the fight? It didn't seem like
It wasn't really one-sided to me. I don't think.
Man.
You feel like it was?
I
feel like at the end when he started talking at the end of the fight, I kind of feel like there was a lot of fans for Conor McGregor. But like during it, I don't know. I feel like it was kind of even. So when Floyd was getting up, everybody was getting up too.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Did you see the shot? Did you see the shots before, like when they were doing their ring entrance? I saw them Conor McGregor fans because they was holding their flags up and stuff. Man, they looked like they wanted blood.
Yeah.
They looked mad. Man. They looked like we gonna kill. You know? Yeah, they looked like they were, and you know they had the liquor in their hands, but they seemed pretty amped up. Riot, huh? They seemed pretty amped up for it. I noticed that right off the rip.
You said they had tiki torches?
It wasn't that time.
It wasn't that time.
What you guys think about the crowd reaction?
Yeah, I saw a bootleg, so I didn't get to see the crowd reaction.
Live on YouTube.
Keeping it real.
I think the crowd was really trying to cheer McGregor on, but the longer the fight went, he just ran out of gas. But they was really trying to.
So they didn't have nothing to cheer for.
No, he didn't have anything in him. When he got to the middle rounds, he just ran out.
Believe it or not, I felt like the people, the way I seen it, I felt like the people who should have been the loudest was the McGregor fans because it seemed like it was more in the crowd. But the crowd really got amped up when Floyd jumped on him.
Yeah. Like
his fans, like they were kind of, it was like they wanted to celebrate, but not that early. So the first couple rounds, when he was tagging Floyd and he was on top of Floyd, they were like, yeah, is he going to be able to keep this up? Like, they didn't really seem like they wanted to get all the way amped up yet until something big happened. They were still kind of nervous because, I mean, it's his first time in the boxing ring. So if you're rooting for the MMA artist, you don't know how an MMA artist is going to do in a boxing ring. So it was like that nervous anticipation, like, yes, we should be excited, but we don't know. And then when Floyd was like, no, let me show you how to do this. That's when everybody went ape shit. Like, yeah, like now we're going crazy. So
that's kind of how you were at the fight. We watched the fight together.
You know what? I was kind of looking at the punch in the back of the head. I was kind of that's kind of what kept me from getting like into it. I was like, he's gonna get himself to disqualify.
Oh,
like
his name, man. He was tripping.
Yeah.
How many times you let him hit the back?
I mean, like, and don't get me wrong. The first,
he was snapping on his head with the gloves. So it was like he was snapping,
like he was knocking on a door or something.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you trying to get him dizzy, or you really want to hurt him? Because you don't do it that fast. If you're really trying to hurt somebody in the head, you better pound that head one good time. But I don't know. I mean, if that's your technique. I was looking at it though, like the first round or two. It was funny. It was like, oh, that's his kid. He really doesn't have any clue as to what you're supposed to do in the boxing ring. But after you kept getting stopped every 95 seconds, that should have kind of been the end of it. When they kept doing it in the fifth and sixth, I'm like, all right, come on, please stop doing this. Like, you know better by now. Like, you cannot do that. And they kept trying to just sneak little ones in there. I'm like, don't do it no more. But that's for later. As far as that, what did y'all think about the punch accuracy between both fighters?
I feel like McGregor. I feel like he was getting a punch. It's just like there was no power behind any of his punches. Like he was hitting them, but it's just like he wasn't hitting them. And he was like the thing that was so surprising is he looks so big compared to Floyd. He looked a lot bigger than Floyd. But he was hitting them, and it's just like whatever.
Yeah, the reach. The thing is, okay, this is my take on it. Floyd is Floyd. Floyd was Floyd. Floyd looked 40.
Yes, he did. Unfortunately,
he looked like he had a long layout. But to Conor McGregor's credit, well, he's big. He's big as hell. He was long, and so he kept that jab on Floyd.
Yeah, he did.
But the thing is, because the crew, the Showtime crew, who was doing the fight, they kept saying how Conor had a great jab. I don't think his jab was that great. I think it was okay. I think he put it out there.
Yeah, he did.
But it just seemed like it was more of a range finder because he was so long. And on top of that, he wasn't sitting on his punches. Basically, boxing seems to be
it's all about
balance.
torque, like the torque. I mean,
right?
Yeah,
but if you have it's balance too, and so if you don't have the right balance while you're throwing a punch, I mean it's not going to power. It's not going to power. Right. Mm-hmm. So he wasn't sitting on his, and I think he wasn't because he knew he was the amateur in there last night. You know what I'm saying? But that's my take on it.
I think for the first few rounds, about the first 3 rounds, McGregor was shining, even though I don't think he caught him with a nice uppercut in that first round.
Oh man,
I was like, Floyd is in trouble. Whoa, Floyd might be dazed. You know,
he got him all the way.
For about the second round, I gave him the 3rd round. I might even give him the 4th round too. But like when he got to the middle, Floyd just took over. He figured him out. McGregor ran out of gas, and Floyd just took over the fight.
Yeah. I think McGregor's best punches were. I mean, the jab was effective. It was effective. Good jab, but it did the job.
It kept him back too.
It kept Floyd from.
That's the whole. I think that was the whole thing.
But I think the only time he was able to get any kind of snap on his punches was when he was counter punching, like the uppercut. So,
but they say he's a counter puncher.
He is a counter puncher.
Yeah.
He styles himself Bruce Lee like, so kind of like a cobra. He'll sit back, wait for you to strike, and then he'll react to that. So
he's quick too. He's quick.
He's quick. He was
he's
bigger.
Not faster than I thought it would be.
He don't
just not.
He was outclassed.
Yeah.
The 20+ years in the ring of fight experience, throwing punches from different positions, and footwork. Boxing footwork is a lot different than MMA footwork.
Yeah.
So having your hips in the right position and your weight over certain parts of your toes makes all the difference in the world when you're throwing a punch. He couldn't land any.
Yeah.
Except for the counter punches.
And the ones in the back.
I think they burn more energy than they did damage. He was constantly doing punches. And it didn't do anything.
I felt like this was an example for any MMA guy who tries to follow this. You're not going to learn boxing in 8 months, so do not try this at home.
And they said he had a boxing background. So.
He had an amateur boxing background, but that was... Yeah.
Like it's money made.
I felt like, in all honesty, it was a lot better than what you would have expected from him. Because I mean, even with his stance, he had like this like mummified thing where he had his hands up and you didn't know if he was gonna like pull him in or put him all the way up. You didn't really know like Taekwondo or something. Like he just kind of had him floating there. No one really knew what he was doing.
I think that's how he normally fights, though.
Well, in MMA, you kind of have to have your hands out, but they were so far up. That was a weird thing. It was like, well, what are you doing? It was a little different for boxing. MMA, you would expect it.
Like hit him in the body.
Yeah. But
he was exposed.
Another thing too, I think that helped him was I really don't think Floyd is as big as they say he is. Like they said McGregor's 5'9", Floyd's 5'8". I don't think he was 5'8". He looked like he was about maybe 5'6.5", barely 5'7" if you want to give him that because of the shoes. Like he was hanging over him, and in the range, like he was, Mayweather might have came in at 150, 151, kind of rehydrated to about 170. So with that, it kind of kept on as far as like you see me, it's a daunting presence. So now that I have you back, let me go and attack. And like you said, with the rangefinder, when he used his jab, he had it out there, and then it was like, okay, it was just like this little, like almost like the Rock and Sock robots. Like he was like a little. It was like, and it was like, okay, after the first 2 rounds, it was like you found your range, stop tapping, like cock back and really throw one. It's just like he wasn't snapping at them. He was still trying to, and it was like if okay, now granted they may have edited a little bit of that Paulie, video and stuff like that, and Paulie might have caught him with some stuff, but you swole the whole right side of that man's face. You did that doing something, regardless of what you took in return. You hit that man with something to swell his whole face up, and them punches was not in that fight last night. I was like, what are you looking for right now? Because he was so much taller than him. It was almost like he was pecking down, like like a little brother type thing, But I'm like, so you got the angle. He's not blocking your punches. Throw one for real, and it didn't really look like he was gonna really let off. But the fact that they were landing, even if they were like tap tap tap, they were landing. So at the end of the fight, when they said Floyd landed 170 and Conor only landed 111. Now, granted, that was a lot better than Pacquiao and Berto's numbers because I think they was only in the 80s. And I'd really like us to go against some of these big time success. Stephen A. Smith, he's not going to be able to get anything off. He's not going to be Max Kellerman. No, he's not going to be able to get anything off. Everybody said that. I'm like, come on. He still fights for a living. He's going to be able to at least hit him 2-3 times around. Worst come to worst, like something's going to happen.
I agree with him though. I didn't think he.
No, I don't think he was going to land anything as clean as he did. Like he was like right in his face right in the middle of his face when he was landing it. So I'm like, if he actually had something to those punches, that could have been a whole different type of fight. But to count all of what he was doing, I mean, even if they're soft, that still counts. So to say that he only landed 111, I was like,
So you think he landed more punches?
I would probably say if we go back and watch it, it probably could have been at least 130. I don't think he landed as many as Floyd did because when Floyd started landing, he had his hands down like, Floyd, you would have to actually watch those punches because Floyd kept his hands up the whole time. Floyd's is a lot easier to see, but I think Conor McGregor landed more than 110.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the referee should have let the fight go a little longer though.
I thought so too.
I wanted to see a knockout. I think Floyd would have stopped him. Because McGregor was looking like he was done, but he was gassed. But I think the referee should have let it go a little longer.
Yeah.
I feel that too, but it's like Floyd hit him like 4 or 5 times. The dude wasn't doing
against
anything. Like
wasn't.
You had to kind of. Everyone did want to see a knockout, but you kind of had to have a safety in mind too.
I
just hitting them and just just going.
Yeah, but
he was like a flush too.
I look at safety like in the sense of I need to see you're in danger. I need to see your damage.
You didn't think he was in danger?
It's no blood. His face wasn't getting any redder. It's not like any.
You wanted blood. You know for blood.
Either way, I mean, that's what makes boxing. So
he looked defenseless though.
Did he look defenseless?
He was.
He looked like he looked like he was.
He dies. He dies.
That's what he signed up for. I'm not. I don't promote all of that, but yeah, I felt like he wasn't completely defenseless. I felt like he was so tired he didn't want to spend all of that energy yet. Mm-hmm. But if he had to, if like he knew the ref was going to stop it, I felt like he would at least put his hand up.
Was he intelligently defending himself?
Not intelligently, but he was moving. He was trying to get on the bicycle. He was trying to get out the way.
I don't know if he was moving. I think he was forced.
Yeah. In the last few rounds, Floyd would start getting his combos off. He just
I told you, I was like, he gonna grab him for the rest of the fight.
Yeah. He came in at one time with his hands up, he charged, and then he hugged him. I was like, if you gonna charge that fast, you might have came with a punch and then hugged him or something. He came straight in like he was running and then just hugged him. Like, please, I need a minute. Like,
that was Floyd's reaction to the grabbing and the hugging. Was you saw the elbows? You saw him.
I wasn't really feeling that. Like that forearm.
The forearm stayed in McGregor's throat and in his face, man. That's a masterful use of elbows. And on the break, if you paid attention to the fight, if you watch it again on the break when he would break, he would slide an elbow on McGregor, man.
Yeah.
Break. It was wonderful to watch.
That's what you call game and shit.
It's dirty boxing, man.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like though, as far as that goes. If we're gonna tell him every time he comes in to even touch Mayweather, don't lean on him. I'm like, why not? Ali was sleeping on Foreman's shoulder, and he got as soon as he touched Floyd, don't lean on him. And he hit him in the back of the head a million times. I'm glad he didn't get disqualified. No. He kept warning him, but
twisting Floyd around like hugging him from behind.
I was like, tapping him on the head. Jail sentence right here, bro.
I'm here behind you, Floyd.
Or he had it from the side doing that. I was like, I don't think you understand how this works. You can't do any of that kind of stop doing that. But the fact that the ref stopped that and he gave him all of those warnings, the ref didn't give not even one warning for that forearm. I didn't like that. Because, a forearm against the head, the back of the head, if you're pushing the head down, a forearm to get a person off you is different. He put his forearm against his throat and mushed his whole head back. Like Conor McGregor's whole head was like, I'm like, I don't think, and he did that a couple times. I'm like, I don't think that's part of boxing.
You seen the size of his head? McGregor has a 10-gallon head, man.
Yeah, but
Conor for none of that pity pat behind the head shit, hugging Floyd, getting all behind him.
No, I think the problem was
one hand punching with the other.
Yeah.
Putting in the head. It wasn't like
no. I felt like the problem was
it's not that he wasn't.
It was the different. Yeah,
not that he wasn't warning
all
him.
the time.
I felt like he was warning him too much. It's not because he said something every single time, but that's why people were like, "Why aren't you taking the point?" Because in boxing, you usually get like 2 or 3 warnings.
Yeah.
Then you get a point.
Or take a point.
Yeah. You get 2 or 3 warnings. They take a point, and then that 4th one is like a DQ. So the fact that you warned him like 4 or 5 times in the first couple rounds, it was like the fact that he got through to the 10th round was like, I don't know if he's gonna make it with all these rabbit punches. But so that was one thing. But as far as punch accuracy, what did you guys think of the scorecards? Like how the refs judge that?
I think Steve Farhood was smoking dope or something.
Wow.
It was a little too close for me. I think he had it. Damn, I can't.
I think I got.
He had him tied through the first 6 rounds.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And then like,
well, I had it tied.
He had him up 1 round. He had Floyd up 1 round. I think through round.
What'd you say?
7. I think he had Floyd up 1 round.
What judge?
Steve, no, he wasn't a judge.
Oh,
he was just the guy that they have judging the fight on the side.
Showtime's ringside guy.
Ringside, right. Mm-hmm. But
So what round you had? What was?
I think the judges did a pretty good job. I think they had very accurate. You know, Steve Farhood had it closer though. That's my thing. He had it close.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when Mayweather kind of sat back in the first couple rounds, you kind of got to give that to McGregor.
Well, to me, you couldn't give McGregor. You might give McGregor the first couple of rounds, maybe 2 or 3. Mm-hmm. But after that, he didn't get no more.
But that Floyd fight.
But
that gives away the first 2-3 rounds, man.
But it was one judge that scored the fight 89-81, which means he only gave Conor 1 round. Y'all do realize
the first round.
No, but y'all do realize the first 2 rounds combined, and they said it. The first 2 rounds combined, Floyd only threw 12 punches. How did he win either one of those rounds?
Conor won the first 2.
He won the first 2 easy. I gave him 3, possibly even the first 4, because how inaccurate. Yeah. Now past the 4th round, Floyd ran away completely with it. But even I think it was the 4th round where he hit him low. It was somewhere around the belt line. Oh yeah. And Floyd balled over and said it was a low blow. The ref didn't stop it, and so Conor kind of jumped on him, and Floyd didn't really fight back that round because he was hurt. So I mean, if that's the 4th round, I think
the 4th round. Yeah. And I think in that particular round, Floyd rallied. Because that happened like in the beginning of the round, I believe. Whatever round it was, I think it happened towards the beginning of the round.
Yeah.
Floyd
like
rallied.
Minute and a half.
After that, Floyd kind of rallied in the middle and later stages of that particular round and dominated. So Conor didn't win that round either. Mm-hmm.
I had it about 8-4 for Floyd. I gave McGregor the first 4 rounds, and after that, Floyd figured him out and took over the rest of the fight.
It went 10 rounds?
10 rounds.
6-4, that's what you had?
6-4, right. Yeah. It went 10 rounds, right.
Yeah, I think Floyd did an amazing job of scoring the fight. He ended it. Don't leave it up to those bums in Vegas. They'll get it wrong any chance they get. So Floyd did what he was supposed to do. He decided to fight.
Yeah,
no need for scorecards.
I feel like if my opponent only threw, let's say even if it was just 2 rounds, if my opponent threw only 12 punches and he still won one of those rounds, for future fights that Floyd ever do, not even about Conor or MMA, it's like, what do you expect somebody to do just in a boxing ring against Floyd? Like, how much do you realistically have to do to win a round if it's going to be that one-sided for Floyd with some of these judges? Not all of them, because one of them gave Conor 3, one of them gave Conor 2, and he deserved at least no less than 2. So when that one judge gave him 1 round, I'm like, you gave one of those rounds to Floyd through 6 punches? Like, if that's all it takes for him to beat me, what does a realistic chance look like?
Well,
You're at this point, you'd have to knock him out. You're not going to win on a scorecard if this is the way they're going to judge Floyd fights.
I think with this particular fight, you pretty much have to throw everything out the window, because this is not your typical boxing match. This is professional, one of the best to ever do it against an amateur.
Right.
And so, and not even an amateur, because there's some amateurs out there that kick Conor's ass too. You know what I'm saying? Because they have the they've been doing it for so long, they have the background, and they have the resume also.
Well, I think
200-300 fights.
Yeah, I don't think it was necessarily the experience. I think the conditioning played a big part in that too.
Yeah, he turned into Lil Mac from Mike Tyson Punch Out, dog.
Hey, that's funny.
He started blinking like
before
the 8th round, dog.
Before the fight, I saw something on, I don't know if it was Instagram, Twitter. Somebody put a clip up there, and it said, watching the Mayweather McGregor fight, and it had Lil Mac fighting Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson going to his uppercut shit.
Yeah.
And Lil Mac dodged one, but then Tyson hit him with the right uppercut, and he just went down.
Oh, man.
Because I swear it seemed like the 8th round, like somebody pushed a button, because he was just like, out, dog. He was just out. Like,
get up. I can do it. He was just
out of there, dog. 8th round, he was just out of there.
Yeah, but I was talking about as far as the judging goes, really though. I think just you got, like I said, you got to throw everything out the window, because this is not your typical. You're not judging a typical boxer
versus type thing.
Pro. Yeah.
Right.
So, and that's why I think, and that's also why I think the ref had a hard time too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not saying that he was just garbage, but I just think he had a hard time officiating just because
he didn't really know what he was supposed to be telling Conor to help him, guide him in the right way.
Right. And I'm sure,
like, I don't want to discourage you, but almost everything you're doing is wrong. So if you can clean up everything you're doing, like, you know.
I'm sure they had to talk with him before the match, like, yo, let us go a little bit.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
I'm thinking that today. Let us go a little bit. Just
my man gonna try.
Don't let it get too crazy, but let us go a little bit because they want to put on a good show.
Yeah,
right. You know what I mean? And if you really think about it, you know, do the judges' scorecards? What do they scorecards really matter about this fight? Also, you know what I'm saying? Like,
if it went 12 rounds, like, you know what I mean?
No, because it's a spectacle.
Oh, they shouldn't have been scoring.
You know, well, they were scoring, but
they said this is Floyd's 50th win, so
yeah. But I'm saying it just
I don't feel like it should count either way.
It wouldn't hold as much weight as if it was Floyd versus Pacquiao.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it was Floyd Pacquiao too. Your scorecard, my scorecard ain't holding as much weight. You know what I mean? Like, as long as I don't have something just stupid, ridiculous, like I could have gave, like they could have gave, all of them could have gave Floyd every round, and ain't nobody gonna be checking them dudes' scores like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not for any belts. It's just an exhibition.
But now the reason why you have to score accurately and you can't just phone it in like, oh, I'll give everything to Floyd is because what if it does go 12 rounds? It's gonna be some people that just because he went 12 rounds are gonna argue for Conor. So when you gotta score. Yeah,
I'm not saying
you gotta take that serious. So
what I'm saying
when my opponent only hits me 6 times and you gave him the round, that's disrespectful at that point.
They weren't as diligent about it.
That's what they wasn't taking it like that serious. They really scored how they
not like a regular professional boxing match. You know what I'm saying? These guys, I mean, keep in mind that these 3 people are professionals too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they probably looking at it like, okay, Conor, you know, Floyd, you know. I'm not saying that they just mailed
like they just guessing on the test, like, I don't know, this B, C, it's just like kind of like one of them things or something.
It probably was easier to score.
Probably.
Yeah.
But overall, you know, for the time the fight lasted, I thought it was a good fight. You know, McGregor won a few rounds. He didn't get frustrated and kick him. You know, I thought
I was waiting for that.
I didn't see a kick coming, but you know, when you clinch or when you tie up, a lot of times in MMA, you don't want your hip stacked completely against your opponents. So I thought he was gonna raise his knee, and I was like, please don't do it. But he didn't do it because I mean, I doubt Floyd was trying to grab that man.
Yeah.
If anything,
oh yeah,
he would have lost all his money.
If he did that, he would.
Yeah, so I mean, well, even if it wasn't a violent knee, a knee just to keep the separation, that still could get you disqualified. So I thought it was gonna, you know what I mean. I'm glad Floyd didn't grab him and set off that reaction.
Right, and another thing they said before this fight, McGregor was collecting welfare checks.
Well, that was before he started professionally.
Professionally?
Yeah.
I was like, that don't add up. I mean,
money. MMA, step up, man. Get that man his money, man.
Yeah. That was a couple years ago before he started winning UFC titles and stuff.
Whenever you fight for it, you get a nice check. So McGregor better not kick him. He gonna get that money. That's a big payday for him.
That no welfare.
Yeah, right.
Take it right on into the results then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As far as the results, what you guys thought about the results?
Money made. TBE.
TBE.
All day.
No. I can't let that
Best
slide.
ever.
Can't let that slide. This guy had on the Ali greatest of all time shirt at the party, so clearly you don't even buy into that TBE.
Because I didn't get my TMT shirt yet. It's in the mail.
Okay.
He's not the greatest of all time.
Thank you.
He's not.
He was the greatest last night. How about that?
Greatest last night.
Right.
Thank you. At least
I think
you
he's
said
great. I
that
would
part.
call him the best ever.
No, let's
I
not go
think
that
he's
far, guys.
He's great. I don't think he's the greatest ever.
No.
Wait, who did you have going in before the fight?
I was riding with Mayweather.
Really?
Yeah.
Not you.
I was riding with him.
He usually don't like money made.
This man is he didn't fight a boxer. He fought UFC.
Did you feel like it was disrespectful boxing? The fight in general? Like going in where you like
It could have been until Conor showed up and did what he did. I was like, you know what, he represented
you
them
was
well.
cool with it?
I was cool with it. I enjoyed the fight, man. Yeah. I was actually enjoying it. I just wish it would have been a little longer, but
Listen, this is what this fight was. This fight was Billie Jean King versus what was my man? What was his name? Bobby Riggs. Battle of the Sexes. And I'm not. This is no disrespect to either man. I'm just saying it was
Who's Billie Jean?
It was an exhibition. It was an exhibition
to see two
That's
different
basically what
breeds.
it was.
That was a battle of the sexes.
Yeah.
What was this?
It was an exhibition. That's what I mean.
This is the battle of two different sports. This is the apples and oranges.
Let's put it this way.
Like when Rocky fought Hulk Hogan.
Yes. Or another one.
Rocky
That's a good one. Another one I have is Michael Phelps versus the fake shark. It was an exhibition, and to me, this was much better.
I haven't watched that one. I know this is a little bit off topic, but what about Michael Phelps and the fake shark? What happened?
He was before the race happened. There was this. They made this big
sport science.
They made this big fuss about Michael Phelps is going to race a shark. It was not a full grown
mechanical shark.
No. This was supposed. They didn't say that at first. This was supposed to be a shark. No, it turned out to be a simulation.
Oh, okay.
And so after it happened, people was killing it on social media. Like it was some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I just wasted an hour of my life. But this was much better than that.
Yeah.
But I think it was better because I think them guys. I feel like this was planned. This is how they planned it.
Yeah.
It
was a little stage.
We ain't not gonna hurt each other too bad.
Right.
Floyd carried him. In the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was an exhibition, and I think it was a good exhibition.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much how I feel about it.
I like the Billie Jean King reference.
Yeah, it made sense if you watched tennis. But that was the little.
Because I think Billie Jean King actually won.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, did she?
She did.
But I kind of question that.
He let her win.
I kind of question
that. Come on, nah. She was like the best woman. He was like,
Yeah, but what he's saying is she's the woman.
Floyd
was
technically Billie Jean.
Floyd was a woman then at that point?
The experienced professional, a champion in that area.
Oh, the guy
fighting an amateur, going against an amateur. So
the guy was an amateur.
The guy would be Conor. Billy would be Floyd.
Right.
Yeah.
I got that wrong.
Reigning champion would be the
amateur. My bad. I got it wrong.
Yeah. But I think this fight was better than the Floyd Mayweather Pacquiao fight.
Yeah.
It was more entertaining. Yes,
right.
It was.
Mm-hmm. Well, Floyd sat down a little bit more in this fight than he did against Pacquiao. He moved the entire fight against Pacquiao. You know what I mean? He didn't really want no piece of Conor McGregor's power either, but at least he was willing to sit there. I don't know if it was due to age or due to the fact that he was like, hey, look, you already got this money in the locker room. You better not really hit me. So it just, I didn't know how he worked that, but he sat there with him regardless of what the reason was. And
speaking of money, I'd like to know how much.
Wait, before we get into it, we'll be back in like 5 minutes.
All right.
We keep it going though.
Okay.
Go ahead. Cause y'all somebody keep moving.
Still on that side.
Yeah.
No, that's cool, man.
That's cool.
Somebody keep
Big
moving.
Pat, you still out there, man? I'm gonna get to you. I seen your comments, dog.
Oh, I'm like Big Pat.
Man.
He said,
What up, bro?
he said, what's his name?
Who's that?
Yeah, he said that McGregor was hitting Floyd with like pillows,
Yeah.
like he's pillow fighting.
Yeah, he was.
Man, when Floyd was doing McGregor, it's the thing they do in the MMA. He would throw these little side slapping punches.
Mm-hmm.
And in the MMA, if some dude was coming to you like this, and you throw a couple of these with those little gloves, he's gonna feel it.
Yeah.
But with them pillows on, it's like tap tap.
It's not effective.
No, it's Sunday.
It's Sunday.
Yeah.
He just said it's Sunday.
What's it? What? Oh, he's just saying.
No, I was thinking about the mailman.
Wait, he parked by my mailbox yesterday. I probably getting him mad.
They ain't getting no mail. That's just how my
If you park in front, you don't get.
No, they're not gonna get out.
No.
They're not
Sometimes
gonna get out.
No.
That's not his.
Rain, sleet, or slow.
Most of the time when they're in the truck,
so this all gonna go on YouTube.
oh,
Talk about
put
mail?
it in there.
That's funny.
Unless your shit is like they can't drive up on your lawn now. If your mailbox is up on your house, like near your front door or something like that. But most mailboxes are on the streets now,
Yeah.
so they don't have to get out.
All right. So
And we're back.
yeah, we're gonna go back to the results. What do you guys think about the overall? Like, where are we at with that? Who's going?
Yeah, I think it was a good result. I think it was fair on all sides. So people who wanted a little blood would get a little blood. The McGregor fans, they spent their money. They traveled far. They all bought the fight. They
I think they made a lot of money.
they made
Oh,
tons.
yeah,
They
definitely.
made tons. And I heard there was an issue with the pay-per-view and all of that. So I mean, they figured it out. So Floyd winning
You see all
was
the
expected.
You see all the stars that was there.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a fight like this. The star is gonna come
Who
out.
you see? Dr. J.
Robert De
You said Dr.
Niro.
J?
Yeah, Dr.
LeBron
J.
James.
I saw LeBron on Instagram, but I didn't see him.
Draymond
I
Green.
seen him walking in with his old lady.
What's the name?
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jamie Foxx was he was cheesing with some girls.
P. Diddy.
Something none.
J-Lo.
J-Lo and A-Rod. Yeah.
J-Lo and A-Rod. Right.
It's that James Harden.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Harden.
A couple rows back.
Who was
Cal Ripken. I saw Cal Ripken.
okay.
That was cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
Who was the other guy with the he bald head? Looked like he was,
Steve Harvey.
No.
Steve Harvey was
Steve
there.
Harvey was there, yeah.
I seen Steve Harvey. I seen.
He was. I think he was a baseball
Tyler
player
Perry.
or something
I
like
seen
that.
Tyler Perry.
Oh yeah.
Tyler Perry was. They were like right there.
Somebody mentioned Tyler Perry, and I was like, I don't see him. Whatever. I'm watching Tyler. I don't have time for Tyler
Yeah,
Perry.
receipts were over 100,000.
Yeah. A lot of people there.
Jay was not. Jay was down there.
I didn't see him.
I didn't know anything about him.
He might be getting ready for that tour.
He might actually be on tour.
He's
Yeah.
supposed to be. I heard it on the radio.
Yeah.
Well, the results are in, and I like the results. Money made.
Like it or not, you gotta live with it.
True. True. Yeah. Go ahead.
I wanted to see somebody on the ground, but overall, I enjoyed the fight for the time it lasted.
Hey, you know what? I'm kind of with you. I think they should have just let him just go ahead and put him down.
I mean, especially when he said, "I would have rather just went down."
I think he just.
Why did
I think he just said that. Though. I don't think he would have rather went down.
I think he would have. He said because he said I got choked out on live TV twice. So what is this? At this
But
point?
being choked out and being punched out is two different
It's
things.
different.
The first thing
Well,
McGregor
he would have
said,
went to sleep.
The first thing he said after they called the fight, the camera moved in on McGregor. The first thing he said is, "I'm still standing." He was proud of the fact that he didn't hit the canvas. That meant a lot to him.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, how much dignity?
But you would rather go out punch and not go out get knocked out. Like he wasn't throwing any punches.
But I don't think he would have. Yeah, I don't think he would have.
You want to see him get knocked out?
I don't think he would have went to sleep. I think he would have at least went to sleep. Just sitting crawling around like
I want to see him
or something.
I want to see that.
I think he would have laid there though. He might have been hurt, but he was just so tired. He was just tired. He was just laid there.
I think after the fight, both fighters show good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
They show class. Yeah.
Payday.
It's payday.
And that to me made it feel a little bit staged because it was like no.
A little too friendly.
Yeah, and on top of that, in the 9th round, if you look at it, he starts off the first 30 seconds. He's done his little rabbit punch, pap. He's done his little, and then all of a sudden he's just like, oh, I can't even breathe. Like, where did this? Like that fatigue came out of nowhere. It was like he was doing his little rock'em sock'em robot things, and then it was just like, I can't even breathe.
That's
where am I?
It's not gradual. That shit hits you like a ton of bricks.
I mean,
it's like being drunk. You know what I'm saying? Just too drunk.
No,
that's it. Being too drunk.
I mean, if you're doing like a 100-meter sprint, yeah, I could see you passing out after that or something. But I mean, if I'm standing here with you, I'm balled up, you're doing this, and then all of a sudden you just like an asthma attack took over you. I was like, where did all this fatigue come from?
Like in a 400-meter race,
you
can start off strong.
Yeah.
First 200, you can blaze, you can be in front. But as soon as you hit that wall on that back 200, it looks like the person got shot from the stands.
Look,
they stop. They're running and they
what is he training for? 5 rounds? He trains for 5 rounds, right?
Well, 5-minute rounds. So that's 25 minutes. You turn that into boxing, that should be 8 or 9 rounds.
Yeah.
And it felt like
8 rounds.
But you know what though? It felt like that was part of the storyline. Like, well, this is all they expect from you. So after that, I need to take over from here. Because as soon as the fight was over, he was like, phew, all right, yeah. So I'm like, wait, where did all of this energy come from? You were just dead like 15 seconds ago.
You're right.
Mayweather, as soon as they stopped the fight,
it's $15 million I'm about to put it.
Oh yeah. He was like, this is your check. This is your check. This is what's going under the table. Don't forget about that when we get this ring, okay? Like
it could be mental too. You know what I'm saying? When you're in there, like I play sports. You know what I'm saying? I wrestle, and so. It's only three rounds, but when you out there, man, and you know what I'm saying, adrenaline's pumping. You gotta that mental is what pulls you through. When you gas.
When I was wrestling, I felt that though. Like you gradually feel a little bit of fatigue.
So you saying you didn't see him get fatigue as the rounds went on?
He was
breathing heavy.
Mouth was open.
Yeah. I seen him breathing a little bit heavy in the 4th. I seen him breathing a little bit heavy in the 5th. The 6th and 7th, it looked like he was just getting out boxed. Like Floyd went off that 6th round.
So that creates more fatigue, right?
Yeah. But the 7th and the 8th, he still looked like he had his wind. He
not
got boxed.
Not the 8th. That's his wind.
That's when he lost it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I thought it was 8th.
Yeah. Okay. 8th is when he lost it. The 9th and 10th, he was done.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I thought his corner was going. Toss that towel in.
Yeah. Well, they're Irish.
Maybe if they would,
they're the most stubborn people in the world. That's what I'm saying. Like they didn't, like you said, they probably didn't bring the towel. Like, no, we're gonna get rid of him. Like once they stick to something, they stick to that, and that's it. Like they're not moving off that stand. So
he dies.
Yeah. That's kind of how they was rolling with him on that part. Like
Hey, that shit would have been cool if they would have had if his corner would have had those kind of t-shirts on.
Yeah, like
but with Conor's face on the front of that suit.
No, but he would have to do something like manly to it, like flexing on it or something. Like I don't know. Yeah, but
I mean, it would have kind of showed that they really didn't have no confidence in him winning. But why you take that more than one way?
I think in one of the very first preliminary. One of the trainers told that to his fighter. The very first preliminary was Steve Cunningham. He started trying to like brawl with the guy, and he got back to the corner, and his trainer threw the water in his face. He's like, stick to your script. Stick to your identity. That's not who you are. You're not no Tyson. I was like, God damn. That was, mind you, he's a cruiserweight, so he's only like 15 pounds lighter than Tyson, but it's like, box. You are a boxer. You stick to your identity. I was like, damn, that's degrading. Like, do you want him to even go back out there if you're going to treat him like that? It's like,
okay, so let's talk about the undercard a little bit. What happened with that fight? Because I kind of missed that fight.
I thought it was kind of. It didn't. I think he.
I saw a little bit of it, but then
I think it was. I think that was 12 rounds. I think they only gave Cunningham like 3.
Oh, okay, so it went the distance.
Yeah, but I mean, I would have gave him about 5, but he still. You know what? Again, unfortunately, the fighter who won was a Mayweather fighter. And neither one of them really looked like okay.
Speedy, yeah, I know Speedy's a Mayweather fighter.
Yeah. It looked like it was
that's
like Speedy was training.
Speedy didn't look that good.
Not really. I mean,
I've seen some of his fights.
He threw about one good flurry every round. The rest of it was like, I'm gonna tap you, you're gonna tap me.
And I believe
he only has.
So I believe he only has like
14 fights.
12, yeah, okay.
This is
so he got a long way to go.
Yeah, and that's what I think it was.
Those heavier weights, those guys. They mature later on in their career.
Yeah,
so he got a long way to go.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what it was. It was kind of like Cunningham was getting a check and basically bringing up a bigger fighter. That's kind of what it looked like. He didn't really look like he was supposed to be there to try to even win. The second scorecard looked pretty good. It was Nathan Cleverly versus Badu Jack.
Yeah.
That was a good fight. That was a good fight. They both came out pounding on each other. I think it stopped in either the 5th or the 6th round. But after the first 3 rounds, Cleverly was kind of just balling up. It was just, I mean, they threw a lot of punches.
I saw that. Yeah.
What you thought about?
Cleverly looked good the first few rounds, but then after that, the other guy just took over. Cleverly just wasn't throwing back.
Yeah, I mean, in them 6 rounds.
Body shots.
Yeah. The other guy landed about 40 body shots in that 6 rounds.
Yeah.
He got them early. And the thing was,
he's a body puncher though. That's why they call him Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, he landed so many body shots so fast. Like he landed 40 body shots in the first 4 or 5 rounds, I think.
Yeah.
But it got so bad to the point where Cleverly started doing this, and he was bobbing and weaving with his head down just to protect his body. He didn't even care about it. So he got his head down, bobbing and weaving, and he just pounded on the top of his forehead, and he wouldn't give up his body. He just didn't even care about his face. He just didn't want to give up his body. I was like, God, it looked bad. Yeah.
On that note, there might. So I saw on social media, Adonis Stevenson.
Yeah,
because this is light heavyweight division. This was a light heavyweight division. Badu Jack versus Nathan Cleverly. Badu Jack wins,
and he said he wanted to
go got a belt now.
Yeah,
he has a belt now. Okay, I think it was the WBA. I'm not sure, but and Adonis Stevenson has 1 belt,
and then Andre Ward has the other 2.
Right. So
they asked him which one do he want.
Adonis Stevenson says on social media, "Hey, congratulations, Badu Jack. On your newfound success or winning your belt or whatever." He said, "Now let's make this fight, but let's unify belts." But he says he throws a shot at what's your boy name? The unified Andre Ward. He throws a shot at
Andre Ward.
Says
from Oakland. Get right.
He said Andre Ward is not. Andre Ward is moving too slow or something like that. But.
Yeah, I don't believe in Stevenson. Here's the thing.
I think he will fight Jack though.
Kovalev had those 2 titles for like a couple years.
Right.
When Kovalev won the titles, they were both signed to Showtime. Stevenson bought out or ripped up his contract or just bailed on Showtime altogether and went to HBO and was like, all right, well, we can't fight because we fight for 2 different networks.
He didn't want to fight Kovalev.
He didn't want to. He didn't want no pieces of Kovalev. And then he ducked him for like a couple years.
He's supposed to be for Kovalev.
Yeah, and then after Kovalev loses to Andre Ward, Stevenson goes, well, I'm gonna wait for them to do the rematch. I'll fight the winner of the rematch. Andre Ward wins the rematch, and he's talking about Andre Ward. Okay, so you're willing to fight Andre Ward, but what's up with Kovalev? You still didn't want to part.
I don't think he's.
And now check it out, right? Andre Ward has 2 titles. Winning 2 titles is more important than just winning 1. Who'd he go after? All right, let's do this fight, Jack. Like, I mean, you just want the titles without an actual fight. I don't believe in Adonis Stevenson.
Andre Ward don't give him a fight.
And that's what he doesn't want.
Adonis Stevenson is funny though, man.
Yeah, he's kind of.
Why you say that?
Because he fights certain fighters.
Yeah.
He was supposed to have been for Kovalev at least 2 years ago. Kovalev called him out.
He picked
and Kovalev started calling Adonis Chickison. He didn't want to fight him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even Andre Ward said, I'm not thinking about Adonis Stevenson. He don't want
to. But see, that's my point. I don't think he wants to fight Kovalev, and I don't think Stevenson wants to fight Ward.
He'll fight
Badu Jack.
Yeah, because
he'll fight Badu Jack.
He's sleeping on him.
And then
to look at his body.
That may move the wheels a little bit. That may turn the wheels a little bit.
You know what though?
Gonna beat,
I think he can beat Jack because Jack's not a big puncher. He fought cleverly and he put Cleverly down, but he's not the biggest puncher, man. I see.
Yeah, if they would have kept it straight up, like head hunting, I think Cleverly could have got that fight.
He's not the biggest puncher,
but Cleverly can't really
got some cracks. Like he'll put your lights out.
Who do you think will win the fight if they fought? Jack and Stevenson.
Oh man, I think Stevenson might get him.
Yeah, Stevenson got some. He got some power.
Only bad thing is his footwork is suspect. Like the way he positioned himself when he's throwing punches, he can actually get caught just because he's in the wrong place at the wrong time a lot of times. Like I think he got dropped by some nobody within his last 5 fights.
Oh yeah. He got dropped by
See, some nobody.
I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, and then it
was he got dropped by Darnell Boone. I think that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
He got dropped by somebody else.
Yeah, within his last 5 fights.
But he avenged that loss and put my man down too.
He finished that fight. I don't even think that fight went 7 or 8. It was like early.
He just got caught. People get, boxers get caught. Lennox Lewis got caught. Some of the greatest boxers ever.
Yeah, but see, the thing is,
got caught.
Y'all don't recognize how much he gets caught because that was only that one knockdown. But his footwork is real suspect. He puts himself out there in real awkward positions to get hit. So I think with a puncher like Kovalev, or even with the accuracy of a Ward,
I don't think
if he has to go against a real legit I can run this weight class type light heavyweight, he's not holding no titles.
But see,
he might take out Jack.
That's why I like that Jack has the belt now, because Jack.
At least Kovalev can fight somebody real now.
Well, Jack has a name now. He has a name because he's fought on the biggest stage. I mean, last night was the biggest stage.
Yeah, for him.
As far as boxing goes, tons of people get to see him. He gets the exposure, and now his name.
And he got a stoppage.
He got a belt and a stoppage, right?
Yeah,
so
really,
now his name draws a little bit more money.
Yeah,
and so now those guys will be looking to fight him. But the other undercard,
the last one with the
Devontae Davis.
Yeah, the way.
What y'all think about that?
He hit him with a body. That one shot.
That was in the back of the head.
Yeah, in the back.
It wasn't.
But before that, he hurt him with a body shot. Nah.
You say hurt him with a body shot?
He hurt him with a body shot at first before he caught him on the back of the head.
He hit him.
He hit him clean across the jaw too, and the guy fell up against the ropes. Davis came in. They looked like they were gonna do a little something.
He threw it right, and then he hit him with a left to the body, straight, right up the gut. And then my man backed up, and then when they went to tee off again,
he ducked and he punched him in the back of the head.
Punched him in the back of the head,
and they stopped the fight.
And he fell. The guy fell down, and he
was trying to hold
to his waist.
Yeah.
And so Gervonta Davis pushed him down. He didn't punch him; he just pushed him down. But the ref kind of took the guy out, and he stopped the fight.
He was like, "Yeah, no, that
punch was illegal." But I don't think he did it on purpose.
That was the third fight.
Yeah, that was the very last fight. But
he was trying to get to the main event.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably what it was. Like, we don't even see this no more anyway. But I just feel like you got to let that man get up, because if the body shot counts, but if that's the case, you at least give him a count.
But I don't think he wanted to get up though, man. I think that guy saw his way out. Mm-hmm. I think after that, my man hit him because he hit him with another body shot before that, seconds before that. He hit him with a body shot, and then they had a little flurry, and then he hit him with another body shot, and that, to me, that hurt. Mm-hmm. And then they teed off again, and that's when he
was like holding on to his waist and like
he hit him with the punch behind the head.
It looked like Little Giants almost. Like remember when the big kids running and the other kids just hold on to his t-shirt and he's just dragging him down the field.
Push him off. He pushed him off, and then my man he was just on, and he did just to the back of his head like, oh, you know, like to me he milked it. He milked it. I don't think he was that hurt. That was his way up.
But you know, Trevante Davis didn't make the weight for that fight. Yeah, after the fight, he apologized. Yeah, he looked like he was a little.
So he lost.
He lost about 2 pounds.
He lost, and they called it losing on the scale. He lost his belt on the scale.
Yeah, so it was all for the other guys to win.
You lose your belt. So the other guy,
I think you get fined for that.
And then he didn't. To me, he didn't look that good in the fight either. He didn't look like
he looked good the first couple rounds, and then the guy caught him, and he spent so much time trying to prove that it didn't hurt. He was making himself look stupid. Like he spent like almost the entire 4th round with his hands
behind his back. I was about to say that, yo. He did that for like 2 rounds. Hands behind his back.
2 rounds, yeah. So that's why I'm just like, okay, you proved the point. It didn't hurt. Keep boxing. Like this is a big stage for you. You're the top preliminary card. Like everybody's watching you. They might have missed in 2 other fights, but everybody's watching you. Can you please do something? He looks stupid. I'd like to not see him again just because
I hear you.
2 rounds of that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Even Roy Jones does it 20, 30 seconds.
I think he was drained or something. Because like I said, to me he didn't look like himself. Normally he just walks through fighters and just walks them down.
Because of the weight.
He's like a little baby Tyson or something.
That's what they were trying to compare him to, but with his hands behind his back.
He just walked through dudes. He don't do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He did a lot more. He did a lot more boxing last night. He jabbed a lot more. He don't do a. He goes in and he goes for the kill. That's what he does. He didn't look like that at night. That was last night at all.
That was my first time seeing him fight. Actually, I've seen him on interviews before. That's my first time actually seeing him in the ring.
I've seen him fight. I saw him when he won his belt, and I saw him a couple of fights after that too.
I thought he was getting a little cocky, you know, with the hands behind the back. I mean, he was doing his thing.
I kind of wanted to see him lose once he did that for the okay, when you did that one round, I'm like that's
yeah, like that was fighting on me.
I'm like, that was kind of reckless for 1 round, but after he came out and started doing it, and I was like, can you please knock him out? Just throw something. Just kill this guy already. Like, this is stupid.
He looked like he still
because the other guy was trying to get him.
But I don't think his power was there.
Nah, they said the other guy wasn't that really. He wasn't really strong enough to knock him out if he wanted to.
So now that WrestleMania is over with.
Thank you.
There's a real fight coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Triple G and Canelo.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait for that.
Yes.
Cinnamon!
I'm not calling another guy cinnamon.
That's what
name.
I'm not
You call him cinnamon in Spanish, folks.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm still not calling him cinnamon.
He knows.
Wrong part.
Why you rolling with Canelo, man?
Because he's Mexican.
Because he's Mexican.
You know what though?
You roll with Floyd? You roll with Canelo.
I thought it was something where like didn't he have some type of Irish connection too? That's why he got his right hair. Because like no one else in his family has right hair.
So.
There's gingers everywhere.
I don't know.
Strange breed kissed by fire.
Yeah, but I got Canelo on that one too. I thought he wasn't ready at first, and I thought his management and his trainers and everybody was trying to milk it out and keep him away from Triple G. But when I watched this fight with Triple G and Danny Jacobs, I was like, you know what? I think they're just holding out for big money. I think Canelo was ready, and they weren't ready to, take the possibility. I think he was already ready, and his people just held out for more money. Because looking at Triple G against that Danny Jacobs fight earlier this year, I was like, I don't believe you really right now. Like, I mean, he still has the power. He still has the power, but he's another one that's like, you can get caught with a lot of really bad punches. And Danny Jacobs, if you look, I mean, a lot of his shots, like if this is his face, the punch will go like there or like right over the head instead of across his face. Like it was like basically like this much of a distance of me smashing your face and me missing. Like and Canelo, he tightens up that accuracy just a little bit and keeps his composure because Jacobs was swinging wild as hell. So if he keeps his composure and puts a little bit more accuracy on that one, he could really hurt Triple G. And a lot of great fighters with that type of power can't take what they dish out. Like if Tyson ever got hit as hard as Tyson was getting hit, I think a lot of them guys might have got rid of him, but no one can really hit that hard. You see what I'm saying? So with Triple G never being able to face a power like Canelo, because Canelo's almost at his level, not quite. Not, you know, it might be a difference between a 9 and a 9.5, but you know what I mean.
Canelo's. You don't think Canelo's on Triple G's level? You're saying? As far as power.
Okay. Not exactly, but he's as close in that weight class as anybody else is going to get. Like he's a lot further. Like beforehand, I think no one else got over 8 in power to me compared to Canelo.
Well, and see that's the point that I was going to make. Yeah. The same thing with Canelo.
Can he take it?
Can he take Triple G's power? You know,
good question.
Now I'm rolling with Canelo because I think he's better all around. He's the better all around boxer. But it's a different story when your ass getting popped. True, man. But like you said, guys panic when they start, and he's never, ever faced anybody with the power of Triple G.
I don't think anybody's facing power with Triple G.
No, I'm just saying. My point is just because he was fighting.
Whoa. It was one guy. It was one guy when he was fighting at 154. The guy's trained by Ian Wolf. Dude, anybody remember his name? I can't think of him.
Yeah,
James Kirkland.
James
Kirkland. That guy's got damn near that same amount of power.
Yep.
And he got rid of
no boxing skills though. That's the problem with him.
Yeah, he had to get rid of Kirkland though.
He has no.
Because he felt a couple of them punches and he was like, I'm not doing this 12 rounds.
And
he got it up.
Kirkland comes straight forward and he punches like he talk about rock'em sock'em robots. That's James Kirkland.
Yeah, but here's the thing about Triple G. Triple G fights to the level of his opponent. So if you come in there and all you want to do is throw haymakers, that's all he's going to do with you. If you come in there and you want to box, he'll box with you. But he's going to let you dictate the pace, and he's just going to copy you and let his shots off as he sees fit.
I don't think so.
He doesn't really seem like he dictates a fight. He goes in there just for the kill.
He the way the Triple G
Canelo dictates that fight, he's got him.
He fights at a distance. His inside, he doesn't really have too much of an inside game. And that's the reason why I'm giving Canelo the edge. Because, like I said, he's a better all-around boxer. Triple G's power, he gets more power on his punches when they're extended, all the way extended. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to that inside game where you're hitting with, you know, hooks to the body, or you might hit with a hook, you know. It's the punches are quicker and shorter on the inside. You know what I mean?
So now 12 rounds, because I don't think that fight's going the distance either.
You don't think so? Really?
No.
Wow.
They hit too hard. Somebody's got to go.
I think somebody.
I mean, they both hit extremely hard for that weight class. But hypothetically, if it does go 12 rounds, do you think Triple G could win a 12-round fight with Canelo?
No.
I'm not.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, because I was like,
boxer.
Huh?
Because Canelo's a better boxer.
Not only that, Triple G, he's never really, outside of that Jacobs fight, he never had to go 12 rounds. He gets rid of people early, like 6 rounds, 5 rounds. He gets rid of people early.
He's a killer, though.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's my thing.
But the problem is, what happens if you can't kill them?
How was Canelo's beard? We don't check that.
He's gonna get tested.
You know what though? I've seen him with people with a lot of accuracy without necessarily that power.
Yeah.
And
Floyd was killing him.
But even if you look at
if you look at that fight, can't box like that.
Even if you look at that Austin Trout fight, if you go back and watch that Austin Trout fight or that fight with Cotto, them guys are very accurate. Now, granted, they don't have no Triple G power, but they're very accurate. And Canelo made them miss a lot.
But you know,
so I don't know if
Canelo walked through Cotto. He just walked through because Cotto didn't have the power.
You know what? Cotto was outboxing him until Cotto, I think around the 7th or 8th round, Cotto decided, all right, I'm winning enough rounds on the scorecard. Let me step it up a notch. When he decided to actually exchange and make it fun for the fans, that was the worst decision he made.
Right.
Like, that was probably the worst next couple rounds I've ever seen for Cotto. Because it was like he would hit him and he would get hit back and he was like,
like he got off in that fight. You know, he landed some good shots, but he didn't win.
I think he was better when he was boxing.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah.
But if he would have boxed 12 rounds, he could have snuck away with that fight.
That's not his style. Cotto
wants to fight at least a little bit. Yeah.
He kills the body. You know, his
all that lateral movement.
Yeah,
he was sick of it himself.
To me, he looked scared in there. To be honest with you,
I thought he looked respectful. That's good because if you look scared,
disrespecting.
If you look scared, you're not going to be throwing that many punches. He was throwing more punches than Canelo.
They look like they were in different weight classes.
Yeah. Who you got for Triple G?
Canelo.
Canelo in decision, split decision.
Oh, you think gonna go?
I got it fit. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a knockout because both of them guys can hit. But sometimes, like when you expect so much out of a good fight, sometimes you don't get everything you want.
Yeah,
you expect so much when you got high expectations for it. So I got a feeling it's gonna go 12 and Canelo's gonna win a split decision. I could be wrong though. Don't quote me now.
For all you fans out there, all you boxing fans out there, this is the real boxing. This is the real big fight of the year right here.
This is not Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair. This is gonna be a real thing here. We're not wearing mink coats. We're not wearing gators and Pradas and flying on jets, and there's none of that shit going on.
Hey, it's gonna be a whole lot of sombreros and cowboys. The Mexicans don't be gifted. They showed up.
Yeah, boots.
They showed up
with the spurs on the side. With the spurs.
So everybody got Canelo.
Yeah.
If put it like this.
Some of y'all biased. Some of y'all biased.
Nah. If Triple G wins, I think he's gonna have to get the knockout.
Oh,
I don't think he has.
The only way.
I don't think he's gonna have the complete conditioning or the punch accuracy for 12 rounds with a fighter like Canelo to pull that off. And on top of that, worst come to worst, he's not politically connected. Golden Boy has Canelo. So I'm just saying, if it comes to the scorecards, even if Canelo's losing, Canelo's gonna win. Yeah, even if Canelo loses, he's winning. Yeah, even if Canelo loses, he's winning.
Yeah.
So Triple G's gonna have to knock him out. Yeah,
you got to knock him out.
I don't agree with that either. I think he can win a decision. I don't think he will. I think he can though. I think he can go the distance. In that Danny Jacobs fight, he didn't look particularly that tired in the end. He still looked pretty good. You know what I mean? I think he can go the distance. The key to me. The key is how those two respond to each other's power.
Yeah,
because Triple G got skills. He ain't no bum.
No, not by any means.
No, he is not a bum. You know. And he got the power too. So how is Canelo's chin? And can he take Triple G's body, his body punches, his body work? You know, same thing for Triple G. You know, will he be able to fight on the inside?
Right.
You know, can he mix it up, or is he just gonna have to try to keep Canelo at a distance?
Right.
And I don't think he's gonna be able to do that because Canelo's his skills are too high. He's gonna figure out a way
to work his way
on the inside, you know.
But the only way I see Triple G winning a decision, like he would literally have to kick his ass for 12 rounds, and I don't see that.
I don't see that happening.
I don't think he would have to win 12 rounds to get 7, but he's gonna have to win at least 8 or 9 to get 7 on the scorecards.
I will say this,
it's gonna be. Because it's going to be a little bit favored towards Triple G. I mean, towards Canelo. Yeah.
I think it's a lot closer than most, because most people pick a side, you know. But this is a very close fight.
You saying as far as fans?
This is a pick'em fight. This is what they call a pick'em fight. This can go either way, and with any kind of results, it could be a decision for Triple G. It could be a decision for Canelo. It could be a knockout for either one of them. It could be a technical knockout for either one of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you got the stripper though. Cinnamon, you call him?
Said the stripper.
Wow, he said the stripper.
You rolling with him too though.
I'm not calling him Cinnamon though, man.
Call him, what's his name? Canelo.
Right?
You call Floyd money.
That's what it means.
He got money, dog.
That's not intelligent, okay?
Yeah. And you're pretty smart when it comes to math.
Money don't make you.
It doesn't.
You really don't have to be smart when it comes to that much money. I mean,
what about Sugar? You call him another
No.
You call Sugar Ray Leonard?
You call Sugar Shane.
Sugar Shane, right? Yeah.
No, I call him Shane Mosley.
Sugar Ray Leonard. You call him Leonard?
Leonard.
Get out of here.
I'm not calling.
We don't believe that.
Listen. I ain't gonna call him. You call him
Robinson.
It's a spice, man.
Sugar. You'll call the man sugar, but won't call him cinnamon.
No, I'm not calling
Sugar
him
is super sweet.
Sugar, come here.
You're calling he's calling them cinnamon in Spanish. So
Exactly. He's doing it anyway, right?
Yeah. Because his name is not Canelo, it's Sul. So if we call him Canelo at all, you call him cinnamon.
Right.
I'm not saying
You
cinnamon.
just got no.
I'm
you
not
call him
saying cinnamon. I'm not saying the word cinnamon.
Okay, you're not saying it in English.
Exactly.
Yeah. The crowd won't let me say it in English. You got to trick me.
What you say? Hey, delicious. Delicious.
I call
I
him
got another man, delicious. Hey, yo, D, what up?
Yeah,
I'm with you on that, Jordan. I'm with you on that.
All right. Well, this has been a Roundtable Live. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave comments. They can leave comments. All right, leave comments. Let us know what you thought. For B, Rob, P, Ramon, Darius. Yeah.
Wait, before we go, we're gonna do another one next Saturday, but it's gonna be a preview on NFL football.
Mm-hmm.
And then, since I felt like this one pretty good as far as boxing, we might do one for the Canelo Triple G.
All right.
What y'all think
real
about
fight.
What y'all think about that?
Cool. Sound like a good plan.
Yeah, sounds pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, we see y'all then.
Peace.
Roundtable out.
All right.